Trip Digital Radio presents LA Style Magazine. Tis the time. Marquita Monet and Trisha Love.
In the house. What's up?
We're back.
Yes, we are.
So what are we back for? We have a special guest. I think Trisha Love should bring him in.
We do. We have Sav with us, rapper in the house.
The flavorful.
Yes.
There we go, man.
Yes.
Welcome. How you doing today?
Good. Tired.
Yeah, long day.
You been in the studio?
No, I was at University.
Oh, fun. Yes. Like fantasy.
Hey, you got the studio name in there, so that's what it's about.
Close enough.
So,
Welcome to the show.
yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
So I'm from Brampton, which is nearby Toronto, which is probably what the city everyone will know.
Okay.
Brampton's like a small side city to Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a gigantic suburb, basically. So I'm from up there. I lived there my whole life.
Very cool.
Cold, yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it. I like the cold. I'm actually liking the fact that it's not too hot right now.
Right, exactly.
And how did those surroundings, being that suburb space, not Toronto, but in Canada, correct? And how did that shape your creative sense? In what way?
Well, because it's literally just suburb everywhere, and when we were younger, there's like no place to really go out. So like, there's nothing for us to really do. So we spent all of our time just chilling at the house. All the homies got together. We just messing around with a mic, messing around with audio engineering, trying to figure out how to make music, and that kind of got us like into how long we've been doing it.
It's fun. So how would you describe the music that you typically create?
It's
Or what makes your music unique? Like, you know, that your particular stamp on it.
I think for me, it's like I speak a lot from personal experience. Everything that I make in my music is like my own life story to a very like literal sense. Where like I've had people like almost mad at me for it because I'm talking a bit too personally, kind of thing. But I think that's like what makes it unique is that I can tell my story. You can relate to it. It can be similar because you might have a similar story, but no one can say what I can say because it's my experience, kind of thing, right?
At the end of the day, it's your perception. So
Exactly,
if somebody's pissed about it, it's really how you felt.
Yeah, and Trisha's, she had to get that in. She rejected that because that's her. And she lets us know it.
It's
she
everybody.
wants
I'm
Yeah.
sorry that pissed you off, but that's how I felt.
Yeah, you know, and
I
you know,
had to think about it.
we get our feelings out. Yeah. But Trisha's a little, you should make sure you know it. Okay, so I love that. So basically, what makes you unique, or the thing that markets you, that we know that it's you, makes you stand out. Thank you so much, Tiz.
How much?
You're amazing. Is the fact that you tell the truth.
Yeah.
Your truth.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
With a dope beat.
With a dope beat.
With a dope beat.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. You guys should totally see him. I mean, he's such a laugh.
No, I mean, you know, that's what I was going to get into because, you know, when you come in and you when I look at you, I wouldn't take you as rap. I wouldn't take you as hip hop. No, I'm serious. I would think you my alternative or maybe even rock. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope that you have the fingernails, the whole vibe.
I
really
love
cool.
that.
You know, and when you hear it on record, it's a totally different flavor.
Exactly.
That's really cool. So I like that.
You sneak them. You sneak them.
I like the
surprise effect.
Mm-hmm.
So where does the look come from? What is it? What's the statement? It's because the bold statement that you made. So what are you?
It just came from a lot of stuff that I liked as a kid, whether it was like movies or like animes I'd seen when I was younger. Just a lot of the stuff that inspired me just came into my adult life, and just ended up rocking with it.
It becomes part of that truth that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's also for me, it's like a testament, right? Like I come from a family where it's like certain things like this wouldn't always be supported because the last generation doesn't necessarily understand it.
Right.
But it's like, hey, I'm just being myself.
Right.
No left right about it, right? So, yeah.
So are there any projects that you're currently working on right now?
Yeah, I'm actually working on 2 projects. One of them is like just a mini piece to kind of bridge the gap between the second and one. I'm just trying to make something like to show people that the sound is switching up a little bit, that I'm evolving, that I'm doing a little bit more of like, I guess the upbeat music as well as like the down tempo stuff that I've done before.
Okay.
And then the second project is like my baby. I'm like spending one track at a time, trying to make it like how people used to make albums back in the day. Just
this whole story.
Yeah, exactly,
yes,
exactly.
exactly. Like you knew how you were gonna line them up
Exactly.
on the album.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mad respect for that.
And when are you thinking that's gonna drop?
The second one, I would still maybe give it like a year, I feel like. But the first one, probably within the next like 5 to 6 months.
Cool. So within what you're saying, is there a message that you want your supporters to find from that? Is there something that you're trying to say within these records? Outside of telling the truth, because I got that part.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you, are you taking us on a ride? Where are you taking?
So I came from a lot of like, I guess, mental health issues, like I say.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I can also happily say that through the help of someone dear to me, like I was able to get through a lot of that.
Beautiful.
So I'm coming from a place of being depressed, having very like, I guess, I could say suicidal thoughts and all that side, to a place where I'm not feeling that at all. And I'm happy and I know I'm going to be good for the rest of my life now. It's like that whole journey, I feel like I can put into perspective. And because I can still relay the emotions I had from that time, but without the actual like hurt of it, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
I mean, that's really a great thing for you to be able to even say out loud, and be able to share that with people, because that's behind closed doors kind of situation.
Sure.
Not most people are going to do, but being able to say that and relay that, and you have helped somebody else.
Absolutely. Say that too.
So I want to give that to you.
Mad respect.
That's really powerful. I think the people that can't live their truth are the ones that are most trapped because they're just in denial and you're just being bold about it, like doing you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's awesome.
Wow.
I do want to know what do you want to what's your pinnacle? What's that thing that you want to get to? That goal or what goals have you set forth for yourself?
I think I've always like, ever since I got into like music and like everything, I was always like, hey, I want to do this and I want to do this at the level of the people that I admire. So I guess being at that. And recently I'd come into the realization of not necessarily about being them or being like them, but being of my own accord and becoming equal to them. So I think that's where my pinnacle becomes. Being able to be myself, but feel like, hey, I'm in the room with an Eminem or a Drake or a Kid Cudi or Kanye, and I'm like, boom, I still feel like I'm level with you.
That's that confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, levels.
And that was, definitely going to be, was actually going to be my next question. Was going to ask, who is your inspirations? But I got to hear you. I got to hear it.
Definitely. Childish Gambino would be another big one for me.
He is, he's an inspiration to all of us, and it's a great situation for him.
Amazing.
Yeah. Man, so where can we follow you and follow your music? Is everything up on out there for the world?
Yeah. So if you check like Spotify and Apple Music, you just search Sav, and that's SAVV, so it's 2 V's. Mm-hmm. And then on Instagram and Twitter and SoundCloud, it's Sav is Blue, SAVVISBLUE.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Sav is Blue.
Yeah.
Was that because of the past?
Because of the past, and my first album that I ever created and released was called Blue.
Okay.
And so when I was releasing it, that was like part of the marketing scheme, the Sav is Blue, and then it just became a big movement. So I felt like I should keep going with it.
Wow.
So your representation team that's working with you now, what's your direction?
In terms of
where's your direction as far as your music is concerned?
So right now I'm expanding the sound. I've like kept a lot of music secretive. So like I said, if you check out the music that I have uploaded, it's a certain variety of sound. Mm-hmm. And now I'm more like, hey, I can do this and I can do this to show you that I can do all spectrums of music and put my twist on it, kind of thing. Whether it's trap or I'm doing like an acoustic type ballad, I'm still able to carry both the weight, and you'll like them both, and they'll seem in the same realm, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, I did. I checked out something. It was pretty slamming.
Yeah.
It was definitely, I'm pretty critical, especially newer music. And he knows
Good.
I'm an old school cat. So
Yeah.
it was.
I'm
It
old
was,
soul
it still
too.
was a great flavor that you got.
Thank
Yeah, totally.
you. For sure.
So when we get to the end, man, and we want to ask our guests, I want to find out. I'm kind of interested to find out this question today. What is your superpower?
I think running on empty. I'm like running on no sleep and no eating. That's like everyone hates me for.
Wow, the ability to.
Yeah, like I was like, I don't know if I mentally trained myself, but I found like eating was like, okay, this is tedious, it's taking up time. Sleeping.
Oh my God, I love you.
Sleeping is kind of the same thing.
You have a
I always
goal.
be working, right? So when I'm not doing both and everyone's concerned, I think that's like that, and I can fly a little bit.
I was just going to ask you, okay, because we had to find out that what is your costume look
Yes,
like as far as
let me
this guy
ask. Because I like to see what your like if you were to have a costume,
Yeah.
like what would it look like? Like describe it.
It'd just be all black.
Oh.
It would have like because when you're not eating, man, you kind
I
of
know.
blend up.
I can have an idea.
Yeah.
This is just playing into it. It would have NH on Never Hungry.
Because we have to have letters. We have to have a letter or letters.
Or it could just be focus. Because your superpower is focus.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters. Just like which one.
And again,
That's it.
Trish,
But that's true.
she
That's
brings
true.
it in. My girl brings it in
That's
in a
good
very administrative way,
administrative.
CEO-ish way. Owner of LA Style
Focus.
Magazine.
It's a good quality.
It is. Oh my God, we
Powerful.
gotta have it.
Yeah.
We gotta have it.
You know,
That focus is so powerful that even if you don't eat, Sav, even if you are not getting sleep, it sustains you.
Yeah, you don't realize.
Well, oh my, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm about to preach in my office. Okay, yeah, it sustains you.
100%. It's a great feeling sometimes.
Yeah.
I can definitely relate to this, and this is the last question going out. Can you actually say that hip hop saved your life?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
And I used to feel the same way. Going to the record store, I'm like, I can either eat or I can buy this record. I'm gonna buy the record.
Wow.
Wow.
Hip hop saved your life. Let's give it up for that.
That's good. That's good, Bernie. Great.
And I want to
Bringing
give you
that home.
and I want to give you another. We just say, thank you because that's brave. What you
Yeah.
did, what you're talking about, and the things that you've been through, that's brave. And somebody else, like I said, I got to say it again. Somebody else needed to hear that today.
Absolutely. Bless you, Sav.
Yeah. Trip Digital Radio presents LA Style Magazine. Sav, you're a genius.
Yes, indeed. I can't wait for the next one.
We'll be back.
Yes.
Like that.
Good.
Yes, man. Savage tracks.
Excited about it now. I promise it's not that I like to see myself.